about 45 degrees out here in my shop. I did some looking around and I couldn't find any information on YouTube on Lincoln MKS Sunroof repair. So I'm posting this very amateur video so people can get a little bit of a handle on what's required. First off, the headliner is held up by permanent magnets, very powerful magnets actually. Let's see if I can get in here and show you one. That's one right there, and as you can see, it's attached to the headliner. When you pull your headliner, some of those magnets are likely to detach. What I did was put them back on. They mount on a little post. I don't know if you can see it. They're mounted on a little post, but that post gives out, and what I did was mix some epoxy and glued them back on so they wouldn't come off again. You can see here the headliner's dropped. The visors need to be removed. The center console needs to be removed. The handle, the Jesus handle over on the passenger side needs to be removed. Now initially I removed these here in the back, but you don't need to remove those to get to the sunroof motors. My sunroof generally is intact. The value of this vehicle currently, if I had to replace that sunroof, I might just close it up and seal it, because these cars, I don't know, they were about $54,000 new, and currently you can now buy one for under $10,000. But this is up under the headliner. Once you get it down, there's your motor on the left side. That's the motor that drives the sunroof. Over here on the right side is your motor that drives the screen. You can see the things I had to remove to get the headliner down. This isn't a very good video, but it's more than what's available out there right now. There's initialization process for the sunroof once you replace the motor, and hopefully that's your only issue, because if your tracks are bad, there's no parts available aftermarket. Be careful with this headliner, because a new one costs anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000. On initialization, there's procedures online, but what you do to initialize the sunroof once you replace the motor, if that's your issue, is open the driver's side door, cycle the power on and then off again, and then on and off again, and hit your tilt button for a second, less than a second, and then hold it in, and it could take up to 20 seconds before the sunroof starts to move. But what it'll do is it will open completely and then close completely, and the tilt will pop up into the closed position, and that at that point it will be initialized. To initialize the sunscreen, you do the same thing. Cycle with the driver's door open, cycle your power on, off, and then back on again, and then pull and hold the sunscreen lever. And again, you'll have to hold it for up to 20 seconds before it starts to move. Sorry, I forgot one thing. Before you do that, you want to close the sunscreen all the way. Mine's open right now, but you want to close it all the way and then do that procedure. And it will open all the way, and then it'll come back and close all the way. And at that point, the sunscreen has been initialized. One more important thing to pay attention to if you're working on this and you've got your doors open is, I've got my car on a battery tender. It's showing 50% right now because I have the doors open and the battery's obviously getting drained. But I had 2 chargers out here to keep my battery up. That's it. If you have any questions, go ahead and post them. I'll try and pay attention and answer them, but I'm no expert on this. I've done a few sunroofs, and this one, frankly, was quite ridiculous with the electronics involved. And just so you know, here's what the motor looks like. That's the bad one that I removed from the sunroof side. The sunroof was not fully closed. One other thing, while you're doing this process, my car got flooded because my sunroof wasn't completely closed. But you can see my sunroof works now. I hope. Yep. It wasn't opening or closing before. What I did was to confirm that this motor was bad over here, is I took the motor, which is identical from the sunscreen side, moved it over here, and confirmed this motor was bad. You can get the motor for about $100 off of Amazon. I had a very quick delivery, even though we're dealing with COVID-19 right now. But one other thing you want to look at or take care of while you're doing this is these drain tubes. And I'll try and find them. There's the drain tube right there. This is the drain tube. What you want to do is find, get some air pressure and blow it down that drain tube, and maybe pour a little bit of vinegar down there. I know this video is horrible, but I hope it helps some people out.